Okay, so I got it. It's here. I just signed up for Russell Brunson's Secret of Success, and I'm really excited because I got the box. This is it, and I'm going to open it up for you just to show you exactly what's inside. So let's take a look, okay? So, can't wait. All right, so this is something that Russell Brunson's been talking about for quite some time now. It's called The Hand of Destiny, and I remember he started talking about this years ago at Funnel Hacking Live, where when he was buying all of this stuff that belonged to Napoleon Hill, including some manuscripts that were never before published, he kept talking about the Hand of Destiny. And so I guess he had hired someone to start the process of typing in the manuscript, and they kept talking about the Hand of Destiny, Hand of Destiny, and he didn't really know what the title was. This is unpublished work from Napoleon Hill. So I'm really, really excited about this because, wow, little card. I'm going to use that as a bookmark, by the way. They actually show scanned in pages from the original work of Napoleon Hill that's never, ever, ever been published before. So this is really exciting because I'm just thrilled about this, to learn some of his unpublished secrets of success, if you will. I'm just really excited about that. So let's see what else is in here. So we have the Secrets of Success box that's inside the bigger box, and it's a nice little letter, which I will read later, but this is the goodies here that I want to show you. So let's take a look here. So we have 3 books here, and it will place you wherever you wish to be among men. This is also a very rare book. In fact, from what I understand, Russell Brunson spent millions of dollars to get some of these manuscripts, and I'm just thrilled because I just love Napoleon Hill. So just to give you a little bit of backstory, so years ago I discovered the 2 lost chapters in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. In fact, I wrote a book about it called The Lost Secret, which actually has the 2 unpublished chapters of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich that were stripped out of the publication right before it was going to press in 1937 by the Ralston Society, which was the publisher of Think and Grow Rich back then. And so I'm just obsessed with everything Napoleon Hill. I love Napoleon Hill, and anything that I can learn further about the things that he intended for the masses to understand and learn about success, I'm just all over it. And so the very moment that this became available, I can't tell you just how freaking excited I am about this. So this is, from what I understand, also unpublished, and so this is the only place that you can get it, through the Secrets of Success subscription that Russell Brunson now has, as well as Master Salesmanship, Secret of Master Salesmanship, also something that's unpublished that Russell Brunson also spent a lot of money to acquire. And so this is actually in what it looks like the original typewriting font that he had used, Napoleon Hill had used on his L.C. Smith when he was writing these manuscripts. That's how much I know about Napoleon Hill. I knew exactly the typewriter he used to type out these manuscripts. And so I'm just really excited to go through all of this stuff because I can tell you it's just top notch. Now this one is a Think and Grow Rich. It's probably like the original book, except it looks like it has a foreword by Russell Brunson. So I'm also really excited about this as well, because you have to be careful when you get Think and Grow Rich out there. There's a lot of people out there that will try, since it is a public domain work, there's a lot of people that will try to include additional commentary in the books, or they'll edit the book out, which, why would you do that? Why would you take a 1937 book and try to edit it on your own, or include different meanings to different things? I understand that people wrote differently back then, but you can't strip out the original meaning as intended by Napoleon Hill. And so this is an original version. I can tell you right now that it is original version. Not a single word has been changed, and the only thing that he added to it was his foreword at the very beginning of the book. And so this is really exciting stuff because I cannot wait. Now I'm going to show you kind of what to expect when you jump into the system. I'm going to show you exactly what the members only area looks like of Secrets to Success, and then that way you can decide if this is something that you want to jump in on. So let me go ahead and show you that right now. Okay, so as you can see, we're in the members only area of the Secrets of Success website, and I absolutely love it because not only does Russell give you a nice welcome introduction right here, but you also get immediate access to the members only podcast, which is off here to the right. And you just simply click subscribe now. It'll allow you to push this onto whatever app you have on your smart device to be able to listen to the podcast. But also I'm going to share with you how cool it is for you to be able to push into your smart device all of your other learnings as well. So let's go to the library on the left side here. And these are the different people that you can learn from: Napoleon Hill, Charles Hannell, Orson Sweet Martin, Elsie Lincoln Benedict, Earl Nightingale, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, Maxwell Maltz, Albert Hubbard, Russell Conwell, Dale Carnegie. All of these are here. And so they give you 2 credits per month, as you can clearly see right here. And I understand why he does that. So then that way it motivates you to continue on with the membership, but also so you don't end up in that perpetual state of overwhelm, because we all know what happens when you become in the state of information paralysis, where you just simply don't do much or don't listen to the material. So I used 2 of my 3 credits. So I got 3 when I started off. I don't know if it's because I got the 1 year in advance. The reason I got the 1 year in advance is so that I can get the Hand of Destiny book, that heavy duty book that I showed you before. That's the reason why I did the year. So you do have to do the year to be able to get that heavy duty book. And so maybe that's why I got the 3 new credits in the beginning. Maybe they give everybody 3 new credits in the beginning. I don't really know. So I will show you who I'm working on right now. I'm listening to Elsie Lincoln Benedict. I'm a huge fan, and I got How to Get Anything You Want. And so you could take a look here. I like to listen to this on my laptop, and so I'll click here where it says listen here, and I'll be able to see all of the different books. And so it doesn't show, but I've already gone through several of these. I don't know why it keeps resetting, which is fine. That's kind of annoying about this whole thing, is that even if you listen to them, it looks like you haven't listened at all, so you're not really entirely sure where you left off. But I guess it is what it is. But so anyway, I'm I think on either book 3 or book 4, and again, it would be nice if they would gauge where you were. But you can listen to it on your laptop or your desktop, wherever you're logged into the Secrets of Success members only area. Or what you could do is click on this, see where it says stream to your favorite app. You can click on this, and then down below it'll give you a QR code that you can use for your phone or your tablet, etc., to be able to then access it directly through whatever app you use to listen to podcasts on your phone or on your tablet. So that's pretty cool. I really like that a lot. And so there's other things too, like the community that you see on the left-hand side. You can actually connect with the community that they have for Secrets of Success, including other members. So that's pretty cool as well. And so I already have some paid courses. I was able to get a couple paid courses as a bonus for me to sign up for a year in advance. So I have a couple of these. And then when you click on this, it makes you validate your email address again, and it does that every single time, I guess, to make sure that you're a current member or that you didn't cancel before the trial period or whatever the case may be. But it's pretty cool. I actually like this part a lot because I like to listen to this kind of stuff. I do honestly believe that if you immerse yourself in these kinds of teachings day in and day out, over and over again, even if you're only passively listening and you're only picking up things in your subconscious mind, or maybe you don't understand half of what they're talking about because it's a little over your head. They did speak a little differently and write a little differently back then, but still listen to it anyway, because it will immerse into your subconscious mind. You'll pick it up like a sponge, and then ultimately you'll be able to parlay that knowledge consciously and subconsciously into the real world of building wealth and success. And I truly do believe that. So the more you can taper back on watching the news and watching all the negative things that are happening in the world and focus more on this, listening to this stuff, you will notice a dramatic and drastic change in a very short period of time in the amount of success and wealth that you can start to acquire. In addition to that, you'll be just an overall happier person. I believe that. So if you're like, oh, I'm not just into just all about wealth and becoming rich, well, maybe that's the case, but do you really want to walk around this world being unhappy or miserable or having no hope because of all the things that are happening, with the war or with, the economy or any of these other things? You're walking around hopeless. And that's not a good state of being to be in. It's certainly not healthy. It's not healthy for your mind, and it's not healthy for your body. It's not healthy in how you interact with other people as well. So in the very least, Secrets of Success can, bring you to a different level on just your positive outlook, and then being able to manifest and attract just happy occurrences in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but it could just be happy interactions with people, happy things that happen on a daily basis, or in the very least, just a really good, solid sense of well-being that you're not going to have if you're just constantly inundating yourself with negative press, negative media, negative social media, etc. So that's one of the things I really like about this, is that it really keeps it to success, and it focuses a lot on obviously all of these masters here, like Napoleon Hill, for example. I'm a huge fan of Napoleon Hill, if you haven't figured that out yet, and all of these others that really have honed in on success and wealth building, and the attitude in the subconscious and conscious mind that has to have a certain programming for you to get to that point that you want, success and wealth wise. Now, I will say that again, if you listen to this over and over again, it will immerse in your mind automatically. So you don't have to worry about really consciously taking notes or anything like that. But the other thing that you need to be aware of is that for you to really become successful in any aspect of your life, whether it's business, whether it's relationships, etc., you need to commit to a certain amount of time to do this every single day. It could be 15 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, whatever you can squeeze in. Ideally, if you could do it in the morning when you're a little bit more alert, or on your commute to work and back from work, or if you're driving around for your business, instead of listening to Sirius radio or the radio, go ahead and put this in on your car play and listen to this instead. And so this is just really powerful, a powerful way to start changing your life, just simply by listening to these masters over and over again. So I'm just a huge fan of this because it's very success oriented. I also have a subscription to Mind Valley, but that's a little bit more metaphysical, and it is really good because I do enjoy some of the programs, but I really like this in particular because it's geared for marketing and investors like myself. And so it's very, very much success motivated for people who really want to build wealth. So I just thought I'd show you this members only area because I think it's pretty fantastic. All right, so pretty exciting stuff. I mean, I think it's just mind-blowing. Now, let me tell you what is so important and critical about this. So I've run the gamut with a variety of different opportunities coming into the world of entrepreneurship and real estate investing back in 1995. And I have to tell you that many people that come into this, if you're not fully educated on how finances work, on how the mindset system works as far as being able to attract and manifest success in your life, and you don't do that first before you jump right into some kind of money-making endeavor, it usually never works out in your favor. And the reason being is because you didn't set your mindset first. And so here we are, fast forward all these years later, I've been able to become very successful as an entrepreneur. But I realized that the vast majority of my success came from mindset stuff, okay? This is where I was able to make the vast majority of my breakthroughs, is going through mindset stuff over the years. And had I not had these tools and these things to go through over the years, of course, this I never read before, but all of the Napoleon Hill stuff, anything by all of the old school motivational speakers like Jim Rohn, for example, Zig Ziglar, all of these people that have taught you just the mindset stuff. Without that, you cannot be successful. And so what I found over the years is that if you don't immerse yourself in this, you're probably never going to be successful as an entrepreneur or investor ever. So what I love about Secrets to Success is that you are allowed to immerse yourself into the secrets of success, as you go along through your daily life. Like, instead of listening to mindless stuff on Sirius XM or on the radio, why not, set up your iPod, they don't even have iPods anymore, so it's just like, what am I talking about? Why not set up your podcast software through your CarPlay in your car, and as you're commuting to and from work or to and from your business, you can start immersing yourself and listening to this, even on a passive level. Now, here's what I mean by passive. I mean that you don't have to focus, you don't have to have a pen and paper ready to take notes, you don't have to do any of that stuff. You have to just let it just percolate in your subconscious mind. And even if you don't understand some of the concepts that they talk about in these podcasts, which is, by the way, when you go to Secrets to Success and you're a subscriber and you're in the members only area, you could push out and force your podcasts or your books that you got and your credits through and onto your phone, and then your phone can play it in your car and on CarPlay. And so what you could do is just immerse yourself into this subconsciously. You don't have to pay attention consciously what's being said, and you don't even have to understand most of it, but it'll start to kind of saturate in your subconscious mind, and then that stuff will be kind of enacted in real life just on a subconscious level, and you'll start to see all this amazing success take place in your life, and you won't even realize why that is, except for the fact that you have conditioned your mind on a conscious and subconscious success level. This is really important, by the way, because I tell my students over and over again, like, one of the biggest frustrations I have as a wealth trainer over the years is that I would try to train people on the stuff, the investing in real estate strategies, the starting an entrepreneurial endeavor strategy step by step. But the problem that I found with most people and why they self-sabotage themselves, usually at the 11th hour, is because they don't have the right mindset established. They don't have the right mindset foundation. And so unfortunately, they never see the success that they set out to have because they didn't do this stuff first. And yeah, it seems kind of boring maybe in the beginning, especially some of these old school authors that are just a little bit harder to understand because of the way they wrote back then. But I would say stick with it. Again, even on a subconscious level, you could just kind of put it on in the background as you're doing your work and really just let the subconscious mind take over at that point. And then eventually you'll start enacting all of these strategies, techniques, and mindset powerful affirmations into your real life, which will then in turn turn into very successful wealth building endeavors. But it comes from the mindset first. And so this is why I'm so excited about this whole new Russell Brunson, I guess you could say, strategy of secrets of success, where he's showing you all of these old school successful authors and speakers, their work, where it's in this purest possible form. A lot of times when you find people today, in today's day and age, they sell books on Amazon, they have a bunch of different things that they sell online. You don't really know how pure that is because there's an ulterior motive to a lot of those sales. Like, they sell you the book with some kind of, go to my website to get this free thing and then I'm going to sell you on something else. Like, there's no purity in it. It's not genuine for the most part. And so with these old school guys and gals, because there's some gals in there too, they are very, very pure in their intent. Like, there's no sales pitch in their books. There's no go to my website for this and that, because there were no websites back then, but there's no write in for this or do that. It's pure information, pure knowledge for the purpose and benefit to help and serve you. And again, that's so rare in today's day and age with today's authors. So I just wanted to share that with you on how excited I am, especially for Hand of Destiny. I mean, from what I understand, he spent, I think, something like $1.5 million to be able to acquire the unpublished, I guess, text of this book, to be able to then turn it into this. And like I said, what I absolutely love is that you can actually see the scanned-in pages of the original and how they didn't change a single word. I just think that's just so powerful. So if you ever hope or want to be successful building wealth in some kind of endeavor, I strongly urge you to consider doing the mindset stuff first, or in the very least at the same time that you're doing some kind of wealth building endeavor or learning how to do the wealth building endeavor. At least at the same time, start getting the right foundation for your mindset in place at the same time as learning how to build a successful business, maybe an online business, for example, how to invest in real estate or invest in stocks or trade the Forex or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I strongly urge you that you implement the mindset and at least have those subconscious recordings going, even if you're not listening to them, just so that it can start to empower your subconscious and then ultimately your conscious mind, so that you can start acting out in the world as a real successful person who then will not only stick with it with persistence and consistency, which is the key to all success, but you'll also start to see and expect success through all of these teachings, and you'll start to see it in your real life take place. So I'm going to offer you an affiliate link to be able to get involved in this. If you have not gotten involved in this already, I strongly urge that you do. So if you have not, I will have an affiliate link. Yes, it's an affiliate link where I will be able to benefit partially for it. But because of that, I'm going to offer you something that other affiliates are not going to be able to offer. So I did a show for PBS on my book, The Lost Secret, and I did the show about a couple of years ago, and it's a successful show on PBS called The Main Way to Wealth. And so what I want to offer you is a complete members only back office where you can get these 2 elements, which I'm going to show you what these elements are because it's pretty powerful stuff. So you can only get these if you do a pledge to PBS. These are 2 workbooks that you could only get when you do a pledge to PBS. However, I will give you the download versions for free. So you get the complete members only access, including being able to watch my Main Way to Wealth show for free, and you'll be able to get the download of these for free. And I'm going to even go one step further and give you my 21-day manifestation course that's 100% online, which will show you how to manifest anything and everything that you've ever wanted in your life in 21 days. It works so amazingly well. I was able to use that same strategy to manifest $500,000 in 45 days. So I can imagine what you'll be able to do. And that's that same exact strategy. I'm going to share with you exactly how that manifestation strategy works in 21 days, and you'll be able to manifest what you want. And that is a course that I've charged hundreds of dollars to my students for. You'll be able to get all of it for free when you become a member of Secrets of Success with Russell Brunson. So if you can go ahead and do that, then once you subscribe to Russell Brunson's Secrets of Success, and you could show me proof with a receipt, and I see it in my affiliate area, and you send me an email, the email information is down below, then I will go ahead and put you into the members only area to be able to access the 21-day manifestation secret course, these 2 downloadable books, and I'll also give you some additional bonuses on manifestation as well. So all powerful stuff. And so I just can't wait to be part of you on this journey together and being able to ultimately change your mindset that you can get all the things that you've ever wanted and so much more. So if you like the content that I brought to you today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Click the like button, and then go ahead and see you in the next video.